Hi everybody! I was just playing around in my craft room with some papers and I just had this really fun little creation I made, and then I had another idea to go on top of it. So I was like, I may as well pull up my camera and film it and show you guys. So today's video is going to be a little bit more chill and relaxed, and you're just going to follow along and watch me craft. You can just watch or you can do this yourself. I'm just gonna start going and I'll do a little voiceover, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's get started. Oh, by the way, how are we liking these papers? These are our new Orange Eclectic paper collection. I'll link it in the description of this video if you're interested, and I'm also using some of these fabulous new tidbits from our Fabulous Finds collection number 2, which it's still on my cutting board, but this is kind of what one of the pages in that kit looks like, and I'll link those if you want to use them. But for this project, you can kind of use any supplies that you already have. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, I want to tell you guys that there is a hidden Easter egg. I don't know if that's really what you say, but there's a hidden little surprise announcement at the not at the very end, but near the end of this video, and I'll let you know when that is. But I'm really excited about it. It was kind of unplanned, but yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is make a little flip flap tag. I just am using random pieces of paper from scraps, so this kind of works with any size that you would really want. But you're going to want it long enough that you can fold it in half to be a general tag size, whatever tag size you want. So I go ahead and fold mine in half, and it creates the size that I wanted. So here it is. And you can make any different shape of the tag that you guys would like. For this one, I wanted to just round out the corners. And I don't really recommend the tool that I'm using. I know some of you guys might ask, where is that from? What is it? I don't really recommend it. I recommend a different corner rounder. This one is not great, but it's kind of all I had in the moment, so I just used it. But I just wanted you guys to know I don't recommend it. It's not my favorite. Then I inked all of my edges on the inside and the outside, and I'm going to show you guys these tags. So I created 2. One I did before this video, and then this is the one I'm doing for this video. But you can kind of create different shapes, so it's kind of up to you. I think both are cute, and it just depends on what you're going for in your project. But I like to just do things in the spur of the moment, so I decided to use this as the outside of my tag instead of those oranges. The oranges were the original plan, but I just really love this paper on the inside here. I also wanted to add a tab similar to the one on the left there, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, just using some of those snippets from that kit. So one of the ideas I had is to just put glue on half of it. So I've got a piece of paper, folded it in half, and then only put glue on that front half. And then I stuck it down, got it where I wanted to, and the reason I did this is so that I could tuck that back piece of paper under the other paper. I really enjoy just trying out new ideas, because that's where I come up with a lot of the ideas I want to share with you guys. So that's kind of what happened in the case of this video, and then I just kept going. I decided to embellish the front of this little tag by creating a little belly band. And I wanted to stick with the orange theme, and so I actually grabbed one of the papers from that Orange Eclectic paper collection and saw a little tidbit that I wanted to cut out. It's that little cologne label thing, and so I just cut it out and glued it on there. And then to finish off this tag, I grabbed a few more of those snippets from our collection. It is the Fabulous Finds collection number 2 that I showed you at the beginning of this video. That was on my cutting mat, and they're just the most adorable snippets, and I just played with where I wanted everything and got it all finished, and this is kind of what it looks like when I'm all done. How both of these turned out, I think they are just adorable, but we are just getting started. I then thought I wanted a little pocket to put these adorable tags in, so I grabbed this piece of paper here, and you can do this again with any size piece of paper, but you're going to just fold it in half and crease that edge really good. And then you're going to grab either scissors or a cutting board, and you're going to cut kind of where you want the pocket. This part will become a little bit more clear once you see it all finished, and then you'll know exactly what to do. But I just cut to that center line and then cut up on the center line. And this is hopefully where you can kind of see it making sense, but you end up with this shape. So you just cut off that little piece, and then you can fold it onto itself, and it creates a perfect pocket. and I forgot to do this. I was totally going to, and I'm so upset that I forgot. But I wanted to add some edge detailing on that top edge of the pocket part, or you can even add like a circle hole punch just to create some more detail, but it slipped my mind. But just so you guys know, if you are following along, you can totally do that and it would be so cute. And then from here, I just inked all the visible edges and glued that pocket down just on the two edges there, the bottom edge and then the outside edge, leaving it open as a pocket. And I did something I kind of regret, but it still turned out really cute. But I added these little round corners up at the top, and I kind of just wished I would have left them straight. I don't know, just when I saw the finished product, I thought it kind of looked better if it would have been straight, but it still turned out really adorable. And this is where the pockets can go into. And then from here, I just decided I wanted to embellish that front pocket as cute as I can. So I did, and I'll walk you guys through that process. I had this scrap piece of paper that I wanted to use, and I was initially just going to glue it down right there on the pocket. And then last minute, I decided that I wanted to create a frame pocket. And I don't know why I always do these because they never turn out that good for me, but I went ahead and drew out where I wanted to cut, and then I cut it. For this step, I just used my scrap piece of chipboard that I keep around, a ruler, and my X-Acto knife, and then just gently press on that paper until it cut through. And if you ever add a frame or anything to a project, I recommend leaving a little bit more of a border than I left, because when you want to like add things in, unless it's just decorative, if it's just decorative, you can do whatever you want. But I was trying to make mine into a pocket, and when I leave it thin, it makes it kind of hard to use as a pocket. But there it is, and it did end up working out, but just a little tip. Okay, and now we are to the surprise that I promised you guys at the beginning of the video, the Easter egg. I wasn't yet planning on showing you guys this, but I wanted to find a paper that could go inside that frame. And so I went and I grabbed something. Here they are. These are our new books. They are so cute, you guys. Literally to die for. Some of our previous designs mixed with a bunch of our new designs that you guys have not seen. So this is our Blue French Toile. You guys loved this paper kit digitally, so I added like a ton of new designs and created a book. And then the Pink Blossom one, which is so cute as well. These will be available along with our 3 original designs, so there'll be 5 designs total available come sometime in the middle of March. So just make sure that you're either subscribed to our YouTube channel or a part of our newsletter so you guys can stay up to date and know when we are dropping those. I haven't decided on an official date yet, but again, we sold out of a bunch, and so we're restocking them, and then those 2 new ones I just showed you are completely brand new. Oh, and I should mention that the shop is only going to be open for these physical products for just a couple of days. Since our main focus is digital, we're only going to do the drop for just a couple of days, and if things sell out, they sell out. I don't know what we will be restocking. We kind of just do this for fun because it's fun to have some cute products. So yeah, be ready for all of that, and let's continue with the craft along. So to catch you up, I grabbed a piece of paper from the Pink Blossom paper kit and cut it to size. Then I inked it and added on a few tidbits. To make sure I got the tidbits centered, I just stuck it into the pocket and then glued them on in there. I just decided on some really simple ones, glued them onto the project, and loved how it turned out. It's just simple. Sometimes simple is better. And then for the finishing touch, I decided to add a tall tab with a layering piece. The fun thing about junk journaling and just kind of trying out some ideas without really much of a plan is that it's okay to mess up, and it's really easy to fix any mess ups. I messed up probably so many times in this video, but you wouldn't even know because the final product just was fun and it looked cute, and you kind of just work with what you got. And that is the final little tag that I wanted to add in there, so I just went ahead and tucked it into that frame. Then I took a step back and looked at any spots that needed to be filled. To me, this spot felt empty, and then I just wanted to add one more tidbit on the edge of my frame. I thought it all turned out really cute. The final little pocket was just beautiful. It's one of those pieces that you look at and you kind of just want to explore it, and I think that it was just fun to add all of the elements together and kind of see where where it took me, and I hope you guys give this a try or something similar. It is super fun. These, I will have to say, those tags that I made are some of my favorite. Everything is really cute individually, and when it comes together, it's even more beautiful. But those tags really are unique. It's just fun to have them, and some extra journal space that you might not think is there. It's kind of hidden. It's super fun. If you want any of the papers that I used, they are actually part of digital kits, so I will link those in the description of this video. We hand make everything and try and do it just with the utmost high quality that we can. So I hope you guys check it out. If not, just have fun and create some beautiful projects of your own today. Get crafty and have a wonderful day. We will see you in our next video.